All right, Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome back. It's Shalonda O'Shea Seeking. And we're just doing a little bit more investigation. I'm looking in the mirror. My daughter tried to do some makeup, and I look like something called Halloween. Okay, but anyway. So, I got to thinking about this. I got to really thinking about this. And I got to really looking at these fucking pictures. This is me. About 22, 23. Okay. Now, I'm looking at my face today and I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? From looking at pictures or whatever that I took within the past couple weeks. All right. And we're going to look at some of these pictures. You know, they took the thing down last time I did it. So I'm going to try to do it again. This is me. Right? Okay. This is me. Again, I don't know what the heck is wrong with my teeth right there. That was not a good look. Okay. This is this energy right here. This is my husband. This is the boy I met when I was 15. 14, 15. All right. 2015, September. It reminds me of that Barry White song, okay? All right, we're just looking. Look at his face. It's like boyish and, you know, really cute and everything like this. And yeah, all right. All right. Yeah, I'm looking at the ears and stuff too, okay? His ears are kind of small. To me, they used to be, they were really big, but you know, these ears are pretty small here, okay? I don't mean to have to show the whole family. This is his brother, okay? This person, at one point in time, you know, he lost a lot of weight and everything like this. This person, okay, look more like the person that's in this house with me right now. Stop me when I'm tripping. Okay. This person, like this, he's about 5'7", 5'8", maybe. I don't know, 5'5", maybe 7. Now, if you look at this image right here, this person looks very tall. This person looks very tall. This still kind of look like him, right? His ears look a little bit smaller or whatever, but this kind of look like him. This look like what I would think, okay? This look like him, okay? I mean, he look like him today a little bit, but let's just look, okay? This is him. A couple years ago. All right, let's keep on moving. All right. This is the brother, okay? I'm looking at the eyes more so right now, okay? Now, it's funny that, like, we talking about this retina energy, and I'm just sitting down here, and I'm looking at these images, getting them together, going on Facebook, looking at old family, you know, whatever. And he come in there and all kind of like, with that kind of guilty look on his face, and start playing around trying to put a pillow on my face, all right? But the eyes is telling me, right? Then they both quiet. He really quiet. They both quiet. All right. Now this is the brother. You know, again, I'm looking at the image a little bit. Okay. Okay. Now look at this image. This is the wedding. Okay, of him and his wife. Okay. His ears are pretty kind of small, but they look kind of big on here. I know it's blurry and everything, but this look more like the person. Do you get my drift here? This look more like the person, but a little bit more light skinned. I mean, his head is smaller and everything like this or whatever. They look similar, but if they're like right next to each other, again, I haven't seen him in a couple years. Probably about 3 years, okay? 2, 3 years, okay? But if you look at this and you look at the image, really, they look a lot alike. The only thing different, really, with my wedding picture and her wedding picture, is he's a little bit paler. But they look, let's look again. Look at this image here, all right? I'm just trying to figure something out here. And look at this image here. Okay? All right. He's always been lighter, okay? All right. So now I'm looking at this. This is the image I tried to take the other day, and it kind of had this kind of funny thing to it, right? But it looked like a red eye. It kind of weirded me out because I'm already on some shit right here. So when we talk about energy, okay? You know what I'm saying? This could be somebody moving real quickly, but I doubt, usually with a camera phone or with, you know, these days you really don't get this. All right. But I'm just saying. Now, this is the person. Okay. All right. This is him today. This is a picture that I found on Instagram. Now, again, I'm talking about doppelganger energy. This doesn't have to be this individual because it don't even look like him. The next thing I'm going to show you. But this looked just like this person that's sitting on that couch. I'm going to show you. Hold on. Okay? We're going to look at this. All right? This right here looked just like somebody I dated when I was in high school. I broke up with him, right? And then I ended up with somebody that looked just exactly like this. Just 100%. Like, he was older though. Okay? 100%. Just like this. Now, we're going through this energy, right? Okay, these pictures can be Photoshop, anything. Y'all take it how you want. And then I look at this picture, and I mean, the nose is a little bit different, but he looked a lot like, almost like the energy that is on that picture. Now, this don't mean that these are these people. I'm looking at the hands and stuff like that too. But this look like this could be that person that was in that old wedding picture with the sister-in-law. This looked like it could be more him 20 years later, or 10, 20 years later. Do you get what I'm saying? This right here, okay? What I'm saying is something going on here with replicating or with something. Sons of gods, okay? In the likeness of God. Do you get what I'm saying here? This image of this person here, okay? I'm looking at the hands and stuff. Look a lot like this person. Okay, now if the nose was different, but I'm just saying, what if there's something like a fountain of youth or something that is within a person, okay? Listen to me now. When we talk about sacred pools and waterfalls, right? Okay. If you look at that image, and I, like, again, what 2 years ago, I couldn't find any more recent. This is old, like 10 years ago, probably, okay? If not even more, all right? 10, 15, maybe years ago. But if you see the person today, if I seen him 3 years ago, this is exactly what he looked like to me. But he, you know, he lost a lot of weight. Him and his wife lost a lot of weight and everything, getting healthy or whatever. I think they stopped eating meat, certain food or whatever. All right. Now, I don't know, something piqued my interest about this image right here too. Right? Because I don't know why. You know, I don't know exactly why, but after talking about this stuff or whatever, like different hair, different, different whatever, I don't know, but this made me think about him, like, back in the day or whatever, if he was really, really skinny, but with a nose job, okay? But, you know what I'm saying? But I guess it was maybe, like, the fake suicide that caught my attention, because it was after I mentioned that in my video, and then this started coming up into the media. Dealing with North Carolina, my family will own a lot of land there. And they were saying that he was doing these false whatever. You can look up the story. Okay. Now this looked like this person right here that live but don't live in the house next door. Okay. For the past year and a half, maybe 2. Now, they did a lot of work on the house and everything like this, probably on the inside. I ain't been in there. Okay. But this person looked just like the person, but he got a full blown beard and stuff now. Okay. All right. Now, I've approached, I asked them, like, whatever, like anybody else live in that house, whatever, because I feel like I sensed something strange in that house, man. Okay? But they kind of was like, feeling some kind of way about me asking these questions, but it don't, it looks very similar for me to be going through what I'm going through right here, okay? Let me see. Is that all? No, that's not all. Hold on one second. Hold on. All right, so again, I don't know if this is Wicked Ways, but it's like No Child Left Behind, but it's almost like this what the fuck somebody trying to do. Maybe because I'm not, like I didn't get brainwashed, or maybe because, what I'm saying, maybe I know too much, because they say that, somebody knew the secrets of God, right? So I'm looking at the hands and stuff again. All right, so I'm looking at his face, right? I'm looking at his walk. Is a picture. It was like a little clip on Instagram with like this black and white shirt, right? And he was walking. I said, that is him. That is my man, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. You know what I'm saying? It's maybe like, one working in the mill, one will be taken and one will be left. You see what I'm saying? It's like unfair, like, it's like whatever the fuck. Like, that's why I always feel like you damned if you do and you damned if you don't. Because, again, I don't know why my mind had to be left here to see this shit, whatever this could be possibly, be unleashed. You see what I'm saying? Is it for me to crack the code? Or is it for me to act like I don't see it and suffer because I feel like possibly, you know what I'm saying, somebody been swapped out and swapped out. Like, I really don't understand. But what I'm saying is this look like this person, like if this is recent, if this is like within the past 2, 3, 5 years or something like this look like if this person was aging very slowly. Okay, so I'm someone that ages slowly, right? But I've been noticing certain things like on my neck and shit like that I'm like, just for me to be 40 or whatever and be somebody that aged very slowly, reading that chapter in the Bible we just was reading where it said that, somebody, like I'm looking old or whatever. But I'm feeling like this is like some kind of punishment or some unfair treatment or something. Like, I just don't know. I don't know why this energy will come back in, communicate with me, have me feeling some kind of way, and then everything just disappear and go away. But I see this shit right here. You see what I'm saying? These could be replicas of replicas. But again, I'm thinking why, if you look at those images of this person that was just laying down, you're going to ask yourself, why am I having these thoughts? Why do it sound like the people in the tarot community is talking about what these people might be doing? But it's telling me to mind my business. But again, why is it like, if you was on here and you was looking at this and this was your husband laying on that couch right there and he looked just like this, and you showing this picture to your family members, you showing it to your children, and they acting like they don't see the resemblance, that would be a problem. And if the first thing happened when you start speaking some real shit is people want to try to threaten, mental illness or, taking away your children or something like that, or trying to prove you unfit a parent or whatever the fuck it is, when nobody is really seeing what you really going through, and that you have to suffer in silence with this information that you have. And it's like an abusive energy. It's like somebody is doing this to torture me or to be like to hurt me or something. Like they want me to be hurt. They want me to know like this person may be even somewhere. This may be somebody not even the same person. You see what I'm saying? And you stuck there. You know what I'm saying? And if you say something, then you wicked. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that fucking energy. But if we're going to go back and look again. If you look at this person right here, okay? Now this looks like more like who I should be with. Because this looks more like who was in that picture, in the wedding picture. But that's not the case. This is who this is right now. And we're going to just go back just for the fun of it. If I'm saying that I telepathically was connecting with this person, all right? I could feel something, okay? And then I started thinking, putting it together in 3D. Like, this is this person. They look a lot alike. And then I get an email or a message where somebody want to message me from one of this accounts that says his name. That's not to say it's him, but I'm saying somebody knew telepathically in my body and in my mind that I was thinking that this is this person. Because why would this person then reach out to me? You see what I'm saying? From a account with this person's name, when nobody would even know that I was thinking that it was him. Because I was silent about it at first because whatever, okay? I thought it would be strange, all right? I mean, this is like some kind of aircraft or something they might be on, but hold on, all right? So again, that person eating that food looked more like this person, but a little bit more pale, okay? It looked like, I mean, come on, let's be real. This person looked a lot like this person. It's like I told you, I don't know why I was hearing like Benjamin Button. Where this person, hold on. Look a lot like this person, okay? If you've seen that and you going through what I'm going through, you would be fucking tripping. Now, they got offended. The whole family got an uproar, even though they don't support the channel. They don't do nothing like this or whatever. I guess they all watch on both sides is what he's saying. And they think I'm crazy. But he found a way to get on in my phone and delete, go on my YouTube. He don't know nothing about YouTube. He don't know nothing about this. But he found a way to get on my computer, get on YouTube, get on this, and delete the video that I did a couple weeks back of this. And it really pissed him off and said, that's it or whatever. But the thing is, nobody's telling me nothing. So I'm supposed to sit back here and act like this shit is not happening until something fucking happened to me. You're like, it just is fucking weird, okay? Because ain't nobody gonna tell me that this person don't look just like that damn person. It looked less like this person that I married 20-something years ago. Do you see what I'm saying? It looked less like this person. And again, why, if I'm having this happening, why is it a coincidence too that these two people, the soulmate and the soul and the twin flame, is in the same, somebody that looked like them, even if you want to say that, in the same fucking place? It's not making no sense to me. It's not making no sense to me. And again, I'm looking at this picture. He looks so tall in here. The hands even look a little different. He looks so tall in here. And at one point in time, the weirdest thing is, I was saying, you know, and again, this is just whatever. This is my channel. I can say what I want. This is my story, okay? It's like at one point in time when we was all going to the family's house all the time like this, I started feeling weird. So about 5 years ago, I pulled back. I thought people was acting funny and shit like that. And then like me and the sister-in-law was real close. And then all of a sudden I was like asking her like, you know, I was asking him like, oh, something about you and what you call it when we go over there, you know, something kind of strange a little bit. Like, I don't know, like, did y'all talk? Like, it just seemed like, you know, with my, like, I wasn't fully tapped in then, right? If I was fully tapped in, I probably could have seen something, right? But I sensed something in the background. Like, what? I don't like the way that feel. I never had thought that I was really cool with her, everything like this. But something started to feel real fucking weird. I feel like the whole family was talking about me behind my back. I feel like all this energy or whatever, right? Man, look at this picture. This looked like that person eating that food. And it looked like he knew one day I was going to pull up on this motherfucking picture and I was going to be thinking what I'm thinking. Like, even I'm looking at everybody in here and it's looking like, do you see what I'm saying? While I'm looking at these motherfuckers in the picture. And I don't mean to call them that. I'm just saying while I'm looking in this picture, it's like they knew that I was going to come to this conclusion one day. And it's like a mocking, it's like a funny laughing, like this a game to somebody, man. Like this a game to somebody, man. And now I look at this and I look at the little nephew and I'm thinking, damn, well, the nephew, you know, it made me think about like this lyrics in this song. It said, I know you felt some kind of way when you found out I had a kid. I don't know if it was a son or a kid, okay? Right? And when I'm looking, I'm like, wait a minute, that baby look a lot like, and again, just look at it. And I'm like, this baby look a lot like, and I don't want to put the baby in the thing or whatever, okay? I mean, there's a little bit of his face right there or whatever, but you don't need to see all that. I'm probably already going to get, you know, a lot for showing, you know, get some whatever for showing this. But I'm thinking, why even come back into, like, if this is some kind of cover-up or some kind of strange thing that happened, why even come back into my life? And, you know, I'm all like this and everything, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I just been purified. Like, why come back in? I'm purified. You know, this is like on my mind or whatever. Like, I feel this connection with this person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's otherworldly or something like this. Like, it's out of, like, it's familiar, but it's something. Like, why do that? You see what I'm saying? But it's almost like all three of these energies, like, what if this is something where all three of these energies had, like, this is weird. Because this was like the first serious, the only other serious, you know, person. Like, it was only like two serious people. Well, this was the only serious person that I dated for a long time when I was broken up with him. When we broke up, you know, at a certain, I can't remember how old I was, but we broke up and I was with this person for a very long time, like a year or two or something like that. Okay. And like this person exactly looked the exact same. And then again, what if this is him? Okay, right? And then what if this is you know, and what if this is like, I'm just wondering, y'all. Like, why do that? Like, why do that? Was it just to show me, for me to collect all this information and see and just be hurt by it? Like, you know, if like this is something where people are like voyagers or whatever, and they go off on these voyages for like 10 years or something like that. And like these may be, you know, like it may be something that happened, you know, with some people that Something could have happened, like, you know, strange stories or whatever, you know, fantasy stories about stuff like that happening, where people like went on a plane and then, you know, they came back like 10 years, 10 years, they was lost for 10 years, came back, everybody looked the same, everybody was the same age and everything like this, and they had to get back used to being in society. Okay. But again, you know, if you think like about this, maybe people, you know, have to change their appearance or something like this. Or maybe like this is the actual people and they go off into the background and then, you know, it's like replicated or something. Like maybe that's what really cloning really is, you know what I'm saying? So maybe there's another me out there and maybe this other me is living this life of luxury or whatever, okay? And I am sitting here, you know, like after being taken from for so long and just left here in like some kind of like, you know, and it's waiting for me to do something unruly like this. But I don't know. Like I feel like it's a joke on the joke's on me. Like everybody knows that this is really a real thing. You see what I'm saying? Even my parents look totally different. Like everybody knows that this is a real thing. They just left me here to go through these cycles or something like this. And it's just like, and it just seems like it got something to do with like wealth. You know what I'm saying? It's got something to do with me. Maybe these ain't even like my real like parents or something like that. And you know, and I'm actually like wealthy or a queen or a princess or something, and like I'm living this hard life with not much or whatever, and being okay with that. But you know, like somebody else is now abundantly living through me, right? You know, and I feel like that's just what I feel here. And it's like I can get like I'm gonna get in trouble for exposing this, but it's like if nobody's opening up to me, nobody's talking to me, nobody's telling me why or what the fuck this is, and I've been left here in like this abyss or something like this. It's like a punishment or something like that because somebody wants to like say there was a God or something like okay, and then you know they did something, you know, like something happened, like I'm just tripping a little bit, like out of spite or something like this to make me go through this is over and over again, you know, like, but give me like a familiarity of like, you know, it's like almost like before you die or whatever, you get a flashback of your whole life. But this ain't like a flashback of my whole life, but I'm just saying it's like, I don't know, it just got me feeling real weird, like what's going on here. There's definitely something going on this plane right now, you know, and it's almost like somebody that would like, it remind me of that song, like, she been lied to, cheated on, the victim of a every love song. You know what I'm saying? Like what if somebody like gave like again gave me to the game, like, and this is why I feel like there's this whole lifestyle that I live when I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? That have nothing to do with what happens in my real life that I have to live through all day. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's kind of like what it feels like. Like I've been punished to just like be asleep and then have things happening possibly with me there that I'm blank. Like I can't remember the things, but it's like, you know, it's like somebody like seeing something better come along and then like faking a death and going off, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, leaving a person to, you know, with someone in your likeness or something like this. Okay. While this whole like fantastic voyage or some shit is going on, while I have to narrate this shit and come, you know, and then and actually read these words knowing that this is my story. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, I don't know, it's like that would just be a fucked up thing, right? Because I have a good heart, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, whatever it is, I feel like I don't deserve it. You know, I would feel like this would be a selfish, but if you think about, again, the Lord energy or God energy in the biblical text, that it kind of something like is like that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that one of these God energies is a more narcissistic, you know, God, if you really think about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, just to like expose me, exploit me in my most vulnerable stages, you know what I'm saying? And record me doing, like, it's just like really fucking foul. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that. I feel like it's so weird. And I feel like people are benefiting off of whatever this is. And I feel like there's worse people in the world that something like this could have happened to than me. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I feel. I feel like that. And I feel like maybe, you know, the whole like whole energy of like taking the heart of Tafiti, like going through knowing I'm not depressed, knowing I feel good, I love myself and everything like this, but going through like a piece of like my life for the past 15 to 20 years, feeling like possibly the last 15 years, I'll say, feeling like a piece of me was snatched away, okay? and like going through the motions day by day or whatever. Like, do this person even really go to work when they say they're going to work? Or do they fly off and go live with another family and then come back to me at night? You know, because that was kind of like clockwork. Like, this person was very structured. You know what I'm saying? As soon as work is over, they back at home. Like, you know, it was just like that. It was like clockwork. So I would think this person can't never be doing nothing. I don't have to worry about them. You know, he's not out there doing nothing, or he's not trying to whatever trick me or deceive me. But then again, if this whole thing is, if somebody leave at 4 o'clock in the morning and they get home back at 5 o'clock at night, you got time to live a whole another motherfucking lifestyle, right? Or you got you got time to also like you got time to live another lifetime, and you got time to like also like be building up on something. But it's just like, why leave me out in the cold? Why like send me these gentle reminders? Like, you know, it's like that. Why even cover me? Why not even just, if the person fake their death or they die, why not just die and just go ahead and die? You know what I'm saying? Or fake your death and then just don't never come back. Why put somebody else there that I can't even really like relate to? Like, there's no real emotion, there's no real love. You know, it's just like a safe place, a somewhat safe to, well, now that I'm thinking about it, at nighttime, maybe it wasn't a safe place. All these times when I was going through the sleep disorder and I would sleep all the time, maybe it wasn't a safe place. But you know, like, where my bills are going to be paid, and my food is going to be in my stomach, right? And then all this time, like, if somebody want to say like my early days partying, going on vacations, chilling, not really, you know what I'm saying, I was taking care of my children and everything like this, but I would leave them, you know, I never left them with strangers. I left them at home with their dad or whatever. But it just made me think about like even if this person was doing this, because this is what the ancestors are trying to tell me that it is, to some degree, okay? Whether it's this person or the other person that's just all the way gone. They just never came back. You see what I'm saying? And they just out there living a whole nother lifestyle as a famous person or something. You know what I'm saying? Right in front of my fucking face. Right? Because if you look at images of even that person throughout their whole, you know, whatever, you'll see a difference there, that they don't even look like the same person. And actually, I look more like, you know what I'm saying, like features. I'm looking feature wise, like around the mouth and stuff like that. Even I look like, you know, it's making me think about like the old Kanye energy, okay, like that song or whatever, you know, those lyrics. But it's also making me think about like me. You see what I'm saying? Like the old Drake, like the old Aubrey, okay. It's like, for some reason, like our feature, like it's like it has to be some kind of ancestral ties there, is what I'm saying. You know? So yeah. But when I was looking at his walk lately, and I'm like, that's not his walk. But when I seen him in that zebra fucking print shirt, and then okay, we could say, yeah, it might have been like that or whatever. Okay, it might have been like that, and now this person don't care no more. Why? It feels like now that I've caught on to it, it feels like this person have been watching me for at least 20 to 10 fucking years. So why all of a sudden come back in with this whatever, unless something happened to this person when they were coming back in to confess, or coming back to me because that love that we had was actually really real, regardless of whatever the fuck happened. Everybody around us knew it, okay? So unless that person will be coming back in, you know, let's see, to explain this to me and maybe gift me something, or take me somewhere, or show me something, or just give me some kind of something about what possibly happened, and say something, he went around my family and friends and everything like this, and they all knew, but never came around me. And then maybe he hung out with them, and then something happened to him while he was with them, and these people took whatever it was that he was, because I definitely think that, you know what I'm saying, it was something. They would have took whatever was gifted to me. And this is the whole journey that has started. Somebody took something from you. You need to figure it out. You needed this, this, and that, right? So again, I think even angels and, you know, star people or whatever, have been brought in to kind of expose it. But at some point in time, I feel like whatever, something happened to this person, and then, you know, and it would be perfect time right now, because nothing is normal no more. You know, entertainment industry is not normal. Nothing is normal no more, okay? You know, and maybe that's the punishment, like the exposure of that. But then that's God energy. Then who the fuck else is doing that? The wrath and the breath of God, that energy of like still in the heart of Tafiti, like that terrorizing energy here. Okay, could that be what was fuming, you know, in me for whatever harm had been done, but I wasn't privy to it through these eyes. You see what I'm saying? I was not privy to whatever happened through these eyes. If you get my drift. So I guess that's just it. It's just like, I don't know. I guess I just had to put this video out just in case anybody does see this video. Like, it's just like, I don't think I'm tripping, really. I don't. Because I feel like this has to do with that prophecy from 100 years later. And I feel like, you know, something had been done for years and years with the family line. And these people knew that this prophecy was about to come. And they had did something to prepare for this. And it just had to do with some very strange events, I feel. And I'm supposed to just sit here and know this by myself and not speak on it. And I'm supposed to sit there and let the world sit there and slander me and do all these things like this or whatever. And I'm supposed to just take it. Maybe because somebody was even, maybe got afraid or got intimidated about reapproaching me, right? And then they ended up changing their mind because they couldn't face themselves to face me, you know. And then maybe something happened to that person. And then, like I said, that could be the energy of being bludgeoned because, you know, something happened here. And these people didn't want me or didn't think I deserved to have or whatever. You see? So, I think that's it.